Well, this morning we're going to look at how we can use the overall shapes to help us as we try to work out visualizing a hand. So we're really looking for major directions um, and how they relate, and also no matter what it is we're drawing, we're always trying to see the relationships between the individual forms. So as we work, we want to work really in a kind of a pale overall way that gives us plenty of opportunity to change our mind, because unlike some other activities in art, you're looking and trying to decide if this is working for you visually. And one of the good things about being in an art group is that since it's all about evaluating by looking at what you have the help of other people also chiming in and suggesting or saying, well, I see so and so, I see this, I see that, and it gives you their feedback that can also help you determine whether or not you want to make any further additions. So right now, I'm just working out general forms and changing my mind, so to speak, for the relative proportions. Also, as some people have said in class, it's really helpful to look at the negative spaces between objects, so that as we draw, we might look at the space between the fingers as well as the fingers themselves. So it's not just about the form itself, but also basically, sounds crazy, but what is not there, the air. And in art, the vocabulary for the spaces that are between objects is often called negative spaces. Sounds like something bad, but it's not bad at all. Okay, so in here, as I'm working on these fingers and relate to the hand, I can then keep reevaluating. I might add to the length and so forth. And as I get over here and work my way to this side, I might then all of a sudden see that I want to cut in and change the width so that, like I said before, it's all about editing and changing. But the dynamics that I see in this image is here and here, and a graduated upward lift through here. And then as these fingers curl over, we see this relationship in here. So we're really kind of putting together all of the curves as we slowly work from general to specific. And you can see just by the fact that my hand is taking away some of the drawing as I'm working on it, that's a benefit to me, because I can change my mind as I go. And if I feel like I've gotten the wrong size or the wrong shape, I can easily change that. Also, as it works its way into kind of becoming the form, we would then switch from an outline to the value changes. So we're going to wind up with, to me, I take the side of my soft vine charcoal and I place in the charcoal, and then as I work, I can add more and more and more dark. And if I get it darker than I truly want, then I can always just take my kneaded eraser and backtrack into it with the lights in through there, like so. So basically, what I'm seeing at this point is that the width of this thumb, the size of this thumb, probably needs to come on in and be closer so that it gets smaller into the wrist. And that my initial thought for proportions, I'll reduce that. I might even wind up reducing this, but by adding the shading along this left-hand side that I see is going to give the illusion that it's more narrow in width, because that shadow is kind of going to gulp up or swallow up the width. It's going to make it seem more narrow by any kind of shading that we add into it. But basically, this is a real quick suggestion of how you might start the hand. And then if you've got more than 5 minutes, you can work out more specifics and greater detail. Okay? Are we good?
Very good.
All right.